The prophet of thought. Open your mind, 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 open your mind. Open your mind, 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 open your mind. Dark exit, dark exit, dark exit, dark exit. Think about this. Think about this. Dark X, dark X, dark X, dark X.
You know.
Open your mind. Dark exit, dark exit, dark exit. Yeah, X.
You know.
You understand? Dark exit. Yeah, X.
Peace, folks, and welcome back to another edition of the Prophet of Thought series right here on the old T.P.O.T YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why your black ass is here. Tonight, we're going to have the conservative brothers on tonight, and we're experiencing some type of technical difficulties, y'all. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if there's something going on with the browser, because y'all know that StreamYard is a browser-based system, and it's kind of lagging. So that's what we got going on tonight. I'm going to go ahead and look into it later. I didn't discover this problem till a little while ago, so I didn't have time to work on it and all that. But as y'all can see from the title down there, tonight we're gonna have the conservative brothers on. My man Big Nate will be in the house. Tre The-NBD will be in the house, and the HOODSERVATIVE brother David Monroe. And tonight we will be talking about the conservative brothers. Let me see, maybe if I turn my camera off, that might do something. We're going to be talking about the conservative brothers, life after Trump. So yeah, that's what's going on tonight. But before we get started, y'all know I always like to start the show off with thanking you good folks, man, for your views, your subscriptions, your like, your shares, and of course your hard-earned pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and 50-cent pieces. Because like I always say, you don't have to do it, but you choose to do so. And I'm thankful, I'm grateful, I'm humbled, I'm honored, and I am appreciative for everything that you do, man, because you don't have to do none of that shit. You don't have to do it, but you good folks choose to do it, man. And as always, man, I'm thankful to all you good folks out there, man, the way you support this channel, man. And I just want y'all to know that I do not take it lightly at any juncture or at any time. All right. So let's get at it. I should have, let me see. Y'all gotta bear with me, man, because you know these damn computer issues, man, is like crazy. You know. So, but I will have this shit fixed the next time we go. I'm going to get to the bottom of it, and I'm going to fix it. That I'm going to do. It just pisses me off, man, because it just started all of a sudden, you know, and this is a new computer. This isn't even an old joint. This is a new computer. So I shouldn't be having these problems. I'm thinking maybe it's got something to do with my browser. I don't know. But I'm going to rectify it. That's going to happen. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead, and I thought I had sent everybody the link already, but obviously I did not. So let me do that. Let me go ahead and do that. Yeah, man, I gotta I don't know what I gotta do. I think it's something going on with my browser, man. That's what I think it is. I truly believe that's what it is. I just didn't have the time to mess with it, y'all. I didn't have time to get into it. You know, I was trying to work on it a little bit, man, because I had been like messing around with some stuff today on it. And I don't know what the hell happened, but I am going to fix it. Because like I said, this is a new fucking computer, so I shouldn't be having those problems. You know, there might be something going on with the internet itself. I don't know, because I do have a hard line. So I don't know what the problem could be with that. Might be some other shit, y'all. I don't know. Always something. Always something, y'all. Always something. Always some bullshit. Always. Always some bullshit. You know, I might have to hit my man Perfect Black up and have him run the damn stats on my shit, man, and see what the hell's going on. I'm hoping it's just stream yard. Y'all, I don't know if it was I think it was yesterday or the day before. Google was having some serious problems, man, the other day, man. YouTube was down and the whole nine. So I don't know if it's something to do with that. Might be a browser issue. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't had time to really look into it, man. You know, this is some newly discovered crap. So I didn't really have time to like look into it. But yeah, that's what's going on. Hey, what's good with it, Little Rock? I see you up there, brother. So, like I said, I got to get to the bottom of it, man. I got to track my line and shit. But we've been getting a lot of rain here. So, you know, whenever we get a lot of rain, man, we always have problems with the goddamn and mother today, boy. I mean, it was coming down like some old Armageddon type rain today. That was some Armageddon type rain today, boy. I mean, crazy. Power went out for a little while and the whole nine. You know? Power went out in the whole nine. I'm like, what the hell? One of those things, I guess, man. I don't know. Don't know. But like I said, I'm going to have the conservative brothers on here tonight. And we're going to talk a little Trump. We're going to talk a little election. You know, see what the conservative brothers have in store, what the plans are going forward, you know, because I'm a true believer that Donald Trump will not be able to overturn what's going on here. He's not going to be able to overturn it. So January 20th, Mr. Biden will be getting sworn in. I believe that that's what's going to happen. Good, for bad, or for indifference. That is what's going to happen, you know, and it's something we just going to have to deal with. Yeah, something we're going to have to deal with, man. Yeah, we're going to have to deal with it. Going to have to deal with it. There's nothing we can do about it. You know, I mean, we're just going to suck it up. Yeah, we have to suck it up, y'all. I mean, I know it's a hard thing to deal with right now. You know, I know it's hard. You know, you got Kamala Harris up there and the whole nine, and I know the brothers are not liking the way it's looking, but the reality is this, man. This is what we have. This is what we got to deal with for the next 4 years at least. And, you know, I hate to say I told you so, but I told y'all so. I told y'all Biden was going to win this shit, man. I said this shit months ago, man. I said it months ago. Nobody believed me. They scoffed at me. They mocked me. They laughed at old X. They said, you old nigga. You don't know nothing, you old ass nigga. That's what they said. And you know what I said? I said, all right. I said, I'll see y'all after election day. I will see y'all after election day. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all why I thought Biden was gonna win. Like I said back then, I said it's a social justice year. You know, you had the Ahmaud Arbery thing, the Rashad Brooks thing, you had the George Floyd thing. You know, you had the marches and the protests and the riots and the buildings being burnt and all that kind of nonsense going on. So this was a social justice year. So when I saw that, I was like, it's not looking good for Trump when I saw that. But you know what really had me believing that Trump would lose? When I start seeing all those Republicans turning against him. It's just not something you see a lot of, man. You don't see Republicans turning on each other. It's not something you see a lot of. When I saw Republicans starting to turn on other Republicans and Republicans starting to turn on Donald Trump, I was like, it's over. It's over. There's no way you can win when your own party has started to turn against you. That's with Democrats or Republicans. If your own party is turning their back on you, forget about it. Forget it. It's hard to, hey, what's good, brother Entanglement? I see you up there, brother. It's hard for a team to win, man, when a part of the team done walked off the field, man. When they done walked off the field and sitting on the benches behind the other team, it's curtains, man. It is curtains. And like I said, we just got to suck it up, man. I know some people are sitting back saying to themselves, hoping that Trump pulls it out. I know it's a couple of y'all. I know it's a couple of y'all out there thinking Trump gonna pull it out, man. But I just don't see it happening, man. This is it. This is it. And it's all part of a plan. Hey, what's good? The Hood Conservative. I see you up there, brother. Check your email, brother. This is all part of a plan. A plan that I feared. Because, see, I didn't fear Joe Biden becoming president. But I did fear Kamala Harris becoming president. Yeah, I feared that. And I think this was all part of some, let me put on my tinfoil hat. I think it was all part of a plan to get Kamala Harris in the big chair. Now they know they couldn't get her there on her own because she was dead in the water before Super Tuesday. Something else I predicted. I said it to my wife. I said, shit, by Super Tuesday, she'll be dead in the water. Because y'all know Super Tuesday usually thins the herd. And she was gone long before that. And I ain't lying. Because I told my wife the same thing. I said by Super Tuesday, Kamala Harris would be a memory. And my wife sitting right here, if I was lying, she'd be like, no, you didn't. So they knew they couldn't get her in there on her own merits. But if they got Joe up there and get her riding shotgun, they know Joe ain't gonna last more than 16 months. They know that. So guess what? They slap him across the face with the 25th Amendment on some, he doesn't have all his mental faculty type thing, and welcome President Kamala Harris. Now, when I told y'all Biden was going to win, y'all scoffed at me. Yeah, y'all scoffed at me. Y'all mocked me. But another 17, 18 months from now, when y'all see her slide into that chair, y'all going to be like, you know what? X called this shit. Yeah, X called it. It's a plan, man. They planned this. They planned this. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all remember when Barack Obama had said to Kamala Harris, right? What did he say back then? Right? What did he say? What did he say? He gave her a compliment, man. And she became the chosen one right then. Right then. If they would have had it their way, they probably would have let her run with Hillary Clinton. But I don't think Hillary Clinton was feeling her like that. Yeah, I don't think Hillary was feeling her like that. So they waited. Notice, she ran. She did run. in the primaries. But she didn't do very well. But she did get some exposure. People did see her. They knew what they were doing, man. And I'm telling you, this was all a ploy to get her in the big chair. I'm telling you. They knew the only way they could get her there was through Joe Biden. Because they knew the only person that could possibly pull out a win against Donald Trump, a white old man, was who? Another white old man. That's the only person that could have possibly beaten Trump, was another white old man. They knew Cory Booker wasn't going to be able to beat him. Bernie Sanders might have stood a chance, maybe. All those other folks up there, Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar and who else was up there? Quite a few ladies was up there, as a matter of fact. They didn't stand a chance in hell. They didn't. Buttigieg didn't stand a chance in hell. Beto O'Rourke didn't stand a chance in hell. They knew it had to be another white old man. And once they got a white old man to be the nominee, now they call in the chosen one. And that chosen one, Kamala Harris. You would think we would know this stuff, man. You would think we would be able to read the tea leaves. Because politics are crazy, man. Especially when you got somebody like Trump in the White House. There was no way he could be hated that much and they were going to let him win. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Too many people hated Trump. Even Republicans started to hate Trump. There was no way he was winning, man. No way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But life goes on. We must all move on. Because to be honest with y'all, no matter who's sitting that damn seat, shit ain't gonna benefit my black ass. I'm just being honest. No matter who's sitting there, X does not benefit. But I do believe X might suffer if Kamala gets in the chair. Now, like most of you, I'm hoping that that does not happen. But every day I think about it, it seems like it's going to become more and more of a reality. More and more of a freaking reality. The reality we're going to have to deal with, brothers. Unless we're going to leave. Unless we're going to another country. Because if we're going to stay here, we're going to be living under a President Harris. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Now, I don't know what happened to the brothers. I saw Brother David in the chat room, and I did send Trey the link. But you know, this time slot is a tough spot. You know, you're always going up against other YouTubers. You know. All right, check your email, Brother Trey. Big Nate. I'll put the link in the chat for Big Nate. Don't nobody else take it, god damn it, because if you do, I want to kick your ass off of here, and I'm gonna block you off my shit. Don't do it, Negroes. Oh, there go Brother David. Bring him a vote. I'm streaming, y'all. This tripping, man. Brother David, you're muted. Brother David, you're muted, brother.
Yeah, hello?
Hey, what's good with it,
Can you
man?
hear me?
Yeah,
hey,
I can
what's
hear you.
going
Go
on?
ahead.
What's going on?
What's good with it, man?
Oh, shoot. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm having some technical issues on my end. Give me a few minutes. I'm going to come right back in.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, man. So, my man Big in the house. I don't know why my man, Brother Big Nate won't drop that little. Cause ain't nothing little about him. If y'all heard Brother Nate, y'all would agree. His name should just be Big Nate. Just Big Nate. Straight jacking. Big Nate. Trey said he'll be here in a little while. What you say, Renaissance man? The election was rigged.
Hey, you going to tell
I don't know.
me?
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, you going to tell me this is the cleanest we've seen 2000 with the hanging chads in Florida? I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions needed. This whole mail-in thing is it was a big test anyway, so I think they failed in the test also.
Well, the thing is this, Brother David. I mean, we can speculate. We can speculate about what happened and, if someone cheated or all that kind of stuff. But the fact remains, man, January 20th, Biden's getting sworn in, man. That's what's happening. That is what's happening.
I mean,
we already know the system is corrupt. The system,
okay,
we already know the system is corrupt, though.
If the system is corrupt, then that means it can be gamed for either side. So, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just making the case that we are not at the point of celebration just yet.
I agree. I agree with that. But I just think January 20th, Joel be getting sworn in, and about 16 months after that, Kamala be getting sworn in, and that's when everything goes straight to hell.
Well, that part I totally agree on.
Straight to hell.
Once Joe gets sworn in, it's pretty much a timeline before his heart gives out or his brain. One of those two vital organs are not going to make the whole fucking term. I'm telling you, and they're going to call him. They're going to pull him out. They're going to throw in the towel. They're going to throw in the towel like a freaking prize fight and switch Kamala out for the last fucking 6 rounds.
Absolutely, that's what's going on. I'm telling you, I believe it was a plan. I think think this was something that was planned. They planned this, man. They knew what they were doing. They wanted to get her in there. And the only way to get her in there was through Joe Biden. They wanted to get her in there. And the only way
now the question becomes
was through him.
The question becomes why. After we accept that reality, now you have to go, okay, why Kamala? And I would say that, you know, watching her speeches and the way she conducts herself, like on stage, really, she's a thought, bro. Like she's equivalent of a political thought. If you look at the Willie Brown situation, you're talking about a woman who literally slept her way to the top, and then when she gets up and she gives speeches and she takes positions on things, it's like, I don't feel like I'm talking to a person who has her own serious core moral values or her own political philosophy. She goes wherever, you know, success is willing to take her. So if it means, you know, if success means you got to blow an old guy to get a new job, you know, hello, Joe. And that's where she is right now. So it's like, I think Kamala got put in a position because the powers that be, you know, the people who told Joe Biden that the first thing you should do is open up the H-1B visas to like 500,000 Indian immigrants. Those are the same people who want Kamala in too, and Kamala's better face on it. You know, it's not gonna sell as good to have. And I think you're a little bit off too about the old white man thing. That right there is a product of the Democrats' civil war,
Right.
which is something I was talking about this morning on the stream I did. They would have loved to have a Kamala or a woman of color or anyone of color. The problem is you got too many old school mainstream Democrats, black and white, who don't like this new wave of the progressive movement. They think, you know, you guys are young upstarts rocking the boat too much, and they just got blamed for all the losses that the Democrats took. So I think what happens with Joe is either way, he's out. You know, he made it in because it was basically a nod to the mainstream Democrats, but either way, he's done. Nobody really wanted Joe. This was an anti-Trump vote, not a pro-Joe vote.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But they knew that the anti-Trump vote would not work unless Joe's face was put to it. It had to be Joe. There was no one else. There was no one else that would have came even close to even competing. It had to be Joe, man. It had to be. Couldn't be anybody else.
Well, the funny thing about that, no, you're not wrong. About that is the choices that the Democrats are forced to make, which is why I'm looking at it, and it's obvious there's going to be a Democrat civil war. It's already playing out. But Joe Biden is, like it or not, believe it or not, for all his talk of the little guy, Joe Biden is the party of Main Street, not the party of Main Street, the party of Wall Street, the party of big tech, the party of big banking. So I don't see how the radical left is even happy with any of this. This is what I'm saying. This is a big issue inside Democrat politics. You got two platforms that are diverging more and more every day. And somebody's got a dominant role. And what I see happening, you know, BLM wrote a letter to Joe Biden.
To say what?
They sent that nigga a bill. What you mean to say what? It's time to collapse.
Sent them a bill.
No bullshit. I shit you not. They sent that motherfucker a bill. They said, listen, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the efforts of, you know, BLM and people of color and such. And so we need you to step up and look, you got to give us a meeting. You know, whenever you feel comfortable, give us a motherfucking meeting. Like, that's what the fuck they said. Yo, I read the letter on my stream. Yo, that shit is wild, bro. I'm like, damn. He didn't even touch the fucking Oval Office chair yet, and y'all putting the pressure on him. And then they got the nerve to talk shit. They up there in the letter, too. They like, you know, we can't be living under Democrat rule and having all this dysfunction and shit. And I'm like, damn, y'all cutting the Democrats' throat already. Democrats ain't even officially take power and you going ham on them. Like, yeah, man, this shit crazy.
Well, we've been joined by my brother, Big Nate. What's good with it, brother Nate?
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
Good.
Hey, what up,
good. What you got for me, man?
Watching the crime of the century go down, gentlemen. That's what I'm doing. I'm watching the crime of, that's what I've been calling it. The crime of the century. Overt, obvious voter fraud in many of the battleground states all across this country. Trump losing 200, 300,000 vote leads once they start counting these mail-in ballots. Dumps at 4 a.m. In Minnesota, 139,000 straight Biden votes. No down ballot votes on the ballot. No one else is voted for on the ballot except for Biden. Also, tens of thousands of them done with the same black Sharpie, oddly enough. Now, I don't know I don't know how many Americans have all the same black Sharpie in their house, but this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with overt theft, and the scariest thing, and gentlemen, I want you to think about this. If they will go to this extent, all of the media, including daytime Fox News reporting, the correspondents, not the evening people like Tucker and Ingram and Hannity, but the morning time news correspondents and Fox, all complicit, all saying it's time to move on. Christopher Wallace saying, oh, there's no evidence of any kind of voter fraud here, no kind of New York Times front page, right across the top of the front page the other day, no evidence of voter fraud. I mean, dude, they must have some very serious shit planned for us to go to this length to just completely dismiss reality altogether. They must have some very, very serious shit in store for us, for real. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
I saw all of this coming, man, months ago. I said it. I saw all this shit coming,
Big
man.
Nate.
They were not going to let Trump win, man.
Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Brother David.
No, I was going to say, you forgot to mention the Dominion program and the voting machines. Flip votes. How many thousands of votes did it flip per state, per machine?
In Michigan, there were races that were decided, local Michigan races that were lost, and then once the correction was done on the machines, Republicans won. And do you know that there's 159 counties in the state of Georgia? Each one of them has Dominion voting machines. And the problem, from what I understand, isn't the machine, it's the software. The machine itself is okay. It's the software. It's easily corruptible software. And dude, how could they not have called Texas? It took them almost all night to call Texas. Do you know that Joe Biden got the smallest amount of votes that a Democrat has ever gotten in the national election in the state of Texas? And they couldn't even.
Not only that, we witnessed an unprecedented movement in most of our lifetimes. This is something going back to like the pre-60s, where a giant block of people actually left the Democrat Party. It was a giant movement. It was celebrated on the right. It was laughed at on the left. So all of a sudden you still have record turnout, even though thousands of people are openly and mockingly walking away from your movement. I can't believe it. I don't believe it.
And keep in mind that the Republicans are going to they picked up, I believe, 16 in the House. They're going to keep the Senate. And you mean to tell me Trump didn't win? Gotcha. We picked up 16 seats. Republicans picked up 16 seats, I believe, in the House of Representatives.
Even that is more than a statistical anomaly, because typically speaking, when you have that kind of wave of representative, of not representative, but of down ballot victories, it almost always accompanies the top ballot victory. So, I don't think there's ever been a time where you have this level of down ballot victories and the president still loses.
Donald Trump got almost 73 million votes, more votes than any other president in history. And we're going to there is a very good chance that we're going to watch a coup. We're sitting in our houses, we're eating dinner, we're playing with our children, watching a coup on TV. 60 Minutes interviewed Barack Obama. He has a new book coming out. And I saw a snippet on CBS Evening News where he's talking about how there's no evidence of any kind of widespread voter fraud, and it's time to move on, and how this is a sign of how Trump is he's an adolescent and he won't just go ahead and admit defeat. They literally stole an election right in front of our face.
And mind you, this is from the party who screamed at the top of their lungs on the White House lawn the day Trump was fucking inaugurated, on election day rather. And also they spent the last 4 years throwing anything that would stick at him. Lucky he's basically Teflon Don up in the White House, because nothing could stick over the last 4 years. But you guys are ready to accept a fair election. Shut the fuck up. You haven't accepted shit. It's like this is all projection. Everything that they've said that they're accusing Trump of are things that they have done or intend to do.
Dude, what do they have in store for us? To every media platform, including Fox, the only ones fighting this is Newsmax. That's somewhat major media platform. All the other media platforms have moved on, talking about the transition team, which is full of tech people, by the way. All of the top tech people are going to be part of Joe Biden's transition team. More censorship. I mean, dude, we've seen a level of censorship we've never seen before in our lives. Twitter snatching stories. I was watching Tucker Carlson, and there was a polling guy who had some proof of voter fraud he was going to release. Twitter suspended his account. They're literally keeping the information from the American people. They're going to shape this whole narrative. And, bro, what do they have planned for us? What are these people going to do to us?
Do you see the Project Veritas video? So they get
with the postal worker,
the postal worker who's a whistleblower, and he's willing to go on record and everything. He's going on camera with his face and all that, and he's basically saying that, I forget exactly what the claim was about how his manager told them to treat certain.
They had them backdate ballots, backdating because they had to be in by a certain date, and they had
that's not even the worst part though. The FBI went to personally intimidate this man,
to change,
and basically to try to convince him that his memories aren't the real memories, and he should remember things they tell him to remember. Like, go! You got to actually listen to this conversation. This shit's some creepy shit.
Wait. You're telling me that they went and they're telling him that his memories are not his memories? It's some other shit.
Listen, I'm almost home. I get on my computer. I can pull it up and share it to you. But yeah, there's a conversation that's been recorded. He recorded the conversation with the FBI, and they're basically trying to tell him on some like brainwashing shit. Like, when you're stressed out, sometimes you don't really remember things the way you say you remember them. And that's why I'm trying to stress you out right now. Like, yo, he's really trying to mind fuck the kid. And this is an FBI agent to a whistleblower exposing government corruption. Think about how deep that is then. The FBI is trying to protect government corruption.
Deep state.
Like, I'm going to share you the clip in a few minutes. I'm going to share it with you.
Yeah, man. This is... Go ahead. I'm sorry.
This is what I want to know about my conservative brothers here. What happens now? Because this is about life, after Trump. Mm-hmm. Now, people have talked about Trump running again in 2024. I just don't see that as a reality. I think Mitt Romney's going to take another bite at the apple in 4 years. That's what I predict, but I could be wrong. So what happens now? Do you brothers believe that Donald Trump has created his own brand, or should I say his own part of the Republican Party? Are there going to now be the quote unquote Trump Republicans?
Well, the only thing I would say,
down the pipe?
The only thing I would say, T.P.O.T, is that it's not over. This is far from over. There was a court case in Pennsylvania decided today they're going to be throwing out a lot of those ballots that they've been counting in Pennsylvania. All these ballots that have been that came in after the state legislature decides, how when a ballot has to be in by to be counted, and they're still counting ballots. And the one of the, I can't remember what court it was, but one of the largest courts in Pennsylvania has already decided those ballots are getting thrown out. This is far from over, bro. If you listen to mainstream media, it's over. If you listen to MSNBC, CNN, this is over. But this is far from over, T.P.O.T. It's far from over. And I'm standing with the administration. That's my position. I'm not looking past this yet. I can't. If this decision stands for Biden, there is literally no reason for you to ever vote in a national election again. We've heard from people say, "Oh man, my vote doesn't count." People have tried to argue against that premise people might make, and I got to say they're right. If Joe Biden gets inaugurated on, I think, January 20th or 21st, I don't know that I'll ever vote in another national election again. Why? It doesn't make any sense. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing if they can overtly steal an election like this. Go ahead, Trey.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
See, me, I've never been much, and we've been joined by brother Trey. What's good with it, man? I've never been much for the national politics, man. I'm more of a local politics guy. And I tell my family that, I tell my wife that, everybody who knows me knows that. I'm more into local politics because local politics kind of affect me directly. And with local politics, it's one man, one vote. You don't got this electoral college bullshit and all this kind of nonsense. So, when it comes to national politics, it's probably a lot more easier for the fix to be in. Because you're dealing with the electoral college and all that shit. It's definitely going to be easier for the fix to be in. That's why I'm not really much for the national politics anyway. The national politics, because to be honest with you, the president, who's ever president, but that's the reality for me. For me, who's ever president, that shit just don't affect me that much. Now, I got to worry about who the governor is, who the mayor is, because you're talking about permits and licenses and sanitation rules, shit you can't do, zoning, all that kind of shit. I got to deal with those folks. I got to deal with those folks. I don't have to worry about Trump, because Trump didn't come to North Carolina and shut businesses down. Roy Cooper did, the governor. It wasn't Trump's police that was walking into businesses and telling them to close them. That was Mayor, what's her name? Mayor Lyles. Those were her agents closing people's shit. You understand what I'm saying? So, when I think about national politics, I know national politics affects the country at large. But national politics don't really affect X all that much. That's just the reality.
Hey, HOODSERVATIVE.
So who's ever in the big chair, X got to do what he got to do. But
I wanted to say one thing real quick, brother Xavier. HOODSERVATIVE, you were talking about that postal worker. Right. That right now, if you Google that story, Washington Post, postal worker admits fabricating Pennsylvania ballot tampering claim, officials say. That is a complete lie. He never recanted the story.
Not only that, he's on the Veritas video saying, "I do not recant." Like he's specifically saying that shit.
This is my point, though, dude. this suspension of reality. What do these motherfuckers have planned for us? I mean, this is straight out of 1984, taking headlines, crumbling it up, throwing it down the tube, changing the story completely. You know, we're at war with Eurasia. We're not at war with Eurasia. This is exactly
updated a little bit. 1984 is a little old school because it's funny, and I chose this mask as a certain kind of symbol because I actually just rewatched V for Vendetta, like yesterday. And you know what they did? They used they used a a government-made pandemic to launch, social dysfunction and a fear program so that the chancellor could eventually manipulate his way into power. And then they came up with this giant fascist totalitarian government system. And it's like, there's a lot of things that are a little bit off too, because they're trying to make it seem like the fascism is going to come from the right wing, which is a typical Hollywood trope. But a lot of what I watched in that movie was like eerily reminiscent of what's going on today, man. That shit's creepy as hell.
New York, Chicago, Illinois, California, all calling for lockdowns. Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago, came out and said to the citizens of Chicago that you should eat your Thanksgiving dinner outside if you're having guests.
Man, kind of chilly here in Chicago.
Dude, this is madness.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah, man.
Hey, bro, X, man, I'm telling y'all, it ain't madness, man. I was telling David the other day, this is the playbook straight of what we go out and do in other countries, man. I was an intelligence officer for 8 years, and when it hit me, when the votes, when Trump was going towards a landslide and the votes just stopped, all of a sudden, like, that movie
2 hours,
Saw,
we stopped the count.
Yeah, when that movie Saw, when the music started playing, everybody realizes they fucked. That's when it hit me. I'm like, oh shit, the whole pandemic, everything. This was all part of the plan.
Wow.
Hey, but what really happened is, for me, I'm like, it is what it is. Because what happened was the Dominion software didn't work as they wanted it to. The 3% steal wasn't enough with Operation Scorecard. They realized that even with the steal in the code, it wouldn't be enough. So they had to go to plan B, which was, the mail-in ballot thing. And that's why it looks so sloppy. But what they did was they programmed everybody's mind for so long to think, oh, yeah, Trump this, Trump bad, everything, to where these idiots on the left truly believe it. It's cognitive stupidity.
Did you see the dancing in the street on Saturday?
The buck dancing
in the streets, twerking. And the craziest part, there were parts of New York and parts of Los Angeles. All you saw were these gay flags with black fists in the middle of them.
Yo, how is a gay person singing WAP, the symbol of the democratic resistance?
Oh my God!
Like, this is where we are. It's almost in comic book territory. This is like weird. You gotta have somebody writing this script.
Yo, but here's the deal, though. I mean, we tried, over on Bernard Riley's show. I tried to explain it to these dudes, these lefties. That look, man, we gonna be chilling.
I know. I was watching it, but
yeah, I'm like, we gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be in Columbia, Bailey, somewhere, because I know how to move my money around. Y'all the ones gonna be sitting dealing with Pookie and them, not me.
Man, my thing is, it's not about Trump. It's about the sanctity of my vote. This is not about defending Trump or standing by Trump. This is about the American citizen vote meaning.
This got me.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Hello?
Yeah, I think X got like a little delay or something going on.
I was gonna say we might be out of sync.
But what stuck with me?
Oh shoot, we lost X. But yeah, Nate, man, I mean, bro, for me, man, it's a wrap already in my head, bro. I'm hoping they can pull it back because I'd love to see these lefties burn their own cities down when Trump gets the big W. Or I'd love to see these lefties freaking eat each other. If Biden gets the W and they get rid of him and put freaking, the garden tool in.
Dude, the transition team, Biden's transition team consists of all the top dogs in tech, the co-founder of Microsoft. I forgot the gentleman's name. The guy with the glasses, the co-founder. All these top tech guys are going to be they're already part of the transition team. All of them are lobbyists. Almost every member of his transition team is a lobbyist. Dude, man, this is terrifying. And I understand, we got to move regardless. The way we need to move, we just need to handle our business. But dude, if we're at the point where they can just openly steal an election and the entire mainstream media sits by and cheers it on, dude, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. I don't know, man. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Trump's got some heavy shit coming down next week. From what
here's the thing, though, man. I tell you, you got 73 million pissed off MAGAs, and they got one target to blame for this: the ABW. So all y'all brothers out here with one of them freaking liberal strag-minded chicks, man.
Bro,
hey, you better cut her.
Listen, everybody's about to be mad at the ABW because people look on the left right now. They're having a civil war. BLM and the progressive wing is they're basically making a play for dominance of the Democrat Party right now. Yeah, the squad just elected a new member, an ABW. She's a protester, a BLM member. Her superpowers. She's a single mom. Like, I shit you not, she listed that on one of her Twitters. On her Twitter, she said that for a fact that her superpower is a single mom. So, you can't use that to criticize her. But if Trump pulls this off, they're going to be looking at these bitches like, look, we trusted you and you fucked us over. They're going to be sounding like manosphere niggas, and it's going to come from the left. That's why it's going to be funny.
Yeah, it's wild, man.
Yeah, man. I'm watching a complete suspension of reality here. Watching even Fox News. Fox News calling Arizona. Fox News won't even call Texas. The man's up by over 400,000 votes and they won't call Texas. Dude, this is amazing. I'm flabbergasted, man. I'm just sitting here with my mouth wide open, just like, what the hell? What am I watching? It's all we can do is I'm just going to stand with the administration. I'm going to stand with our president and see how this plays out, man. But this man has had the entire media machine in this country against him since day one. He got a little shine on Fox, with the evening opinion maker, the opinion people at night. But damn near every media platform in this country has been against him since day one. Everything he's tried to do, from hydrochloroquine during the COVID shit, 500,000 manufacturing jobs coming back to America when they said that would never happen. GDP almost near 4% when everybody said that would never happen. Barack Obama said you'll never see 4% GDP per quarter, and we've gotten close to it on the basis of this man's policies. And 80, I'm proud and disappointed. 20% of black men voted for him. He doubled his black female vote. I know it's only like 9-10%, but it's still something. I got to shout out those sisters. I do.
It seems minor, but it's very significant. I mean, you doubled it. So you doubled your share.
That's nothing to sneeze at, man. It's nothing to sneeze at. And 20%, and dude, it's probably even more with all the goddamn chicanery going on. I'm sure it's probably even more than that. And this is one of the first times we didn't use exit polls. I didn't hear anything about exit polls. Every national presidential election, the main thing people talk about is exit polls, because that gives you an instant idea of how the vote's going to go, even before it's counted. I didn't hear anything about exit polls.
once everyone decided that mail-in voting is how they were going to win this thing, I think exit polls would have only fucked up the dream.
Of course. This is the first election I've never heard anything about the exit polls. First time. Oh man, it's disheartening, but regardless of what happens, man, we just we got to move forward, man. We got to move forward. But I'm not throwing in the towel yet, bro. I still think he'll be reeing up from January 20th. That's what I believe. And I'm gonna stand on that. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Why do you think that was, though? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, we hear you. Oh God.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. X. Hello.
Yeah, his signal's choppy. That's why I say he fell out of sync a few minutes ago.
Man, I tell you what, though, man, I just peeped.
Can anyone?
Yeah, X, we hear you.
Want to hear me?
I can hear you, X.
Y'all can hear me? Oh,
yes, okay. I can hear you.
Shit, I'm having some problems with my shit tonight, y'all. Oh.
What were you doing election night, Hoodservative? Hello?
Yo, it's me here. I'm curious.
Oh, Trey, what were you doing election night?
Oh, man, I was sitting here enjoying the fun, man. I was sitting there, hit streams going, I was on everybody's screen, peeping it. Just enjoying, man. I was like, whoa, landslide. Helmut Norpoth was right. It was going exactly how his poll looked. And then I was like, oh, shit, when everything stopped. No, you know what got me? What took him so long to call Florida? That I was like, whoa, something's going on. Then the Arizona call and the Virginia call, I was like, yep. I said something's going on.
Yeah.
And then when everything stopped, I was like, yep, this is where the steel comes in.
Damn, man. Oh.
But yeah, man, I was just cracking up, bro. I was like, I said, here comes the big finesse. But the funniest part is, bro, they put the finesse in every city where one of these freaking clowns attacked the police and got freaking murked. That's why, man, they get the BW, man. She the freaking scapegoat of this shit. That's why BLM thinking, oh, we want our check for delivering you the election. Like straight up, we burned down buildings, we did all this stuff for you. Us black women, give us our check.
We killed people. Yeah. BLM is murdered people.
Man, I can't fuck with no nigga, man. Hey, any of these maggots, man, they freaking still support. They still got their head up, the Strags ass. Any of these black dudes, man, is still over there claiming this liberal stuff. Oh, man, they're killing us black men. Man, get the fuck out of my face, dog.
Hey, look, man, I pulled up a tweet earlier today. Michigan Attorney General. This is some white chick. I can't see her name from here, but she says Trump's lawsuits insinuate black people are corrupt. I'm like, no, hold on. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. Aren't you tired of the Democrats using black people to get away with thievery and murder? And then you're basically hiding behind black people and you're setting black people up as the thieves and murderers too. Like at some point, we got to look at this relationship for what it is.
Yo, David, you remember when I called that the other day?
Yeah, I see it. It's plain and simple now.
I said that's exact. Man, I broke it down step by step exactly how they pulled this off and who the scapegoat was going to be. In the 80% MAGA niggas buck dancing in the street. Y'all clowns fitting to get freaking played.
That's why I said BLM, They sent that letter to Joe Biden so they can come collect because they look. We marched for you, we murdered for you, and you owe us now. This gang rules, all right? This is like some criminal enterprise shit. We watching it play out in politics.
Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. It's not a delay anymore. Is it a delay?
No, you sound great.
Okay. I don't know what the hell going on?
Let me read this headline for you. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot issues stay-at-home advisory, asks residents to cancel Thanksgiving plans.
And she expects people to do it.
Of course, she's the dictator of Chicago. So absolutely,
Nobody's listening to her.
Did you see that video of poll workers actually filling out the ballots? If you go to a site, let me make sure I got the name right. Give me a sec.
Now I played that on Bernard Riley's channel the other morning.
Did, where they're actually filling out the ballots.
yes, because it's like the camera's kind of like from over top them a little bit, and it's quiet
from up top, and they're literally filling out ballots right
and I'm
there.
like, why do you need so much?
Away.
All you're doing is like checking ballots and counting them. Why do you need so much ink? Why are you doing so much writing here? Like every ballot, you got to write something on it. You got to fill out the whole. Like, come on, this shit is obvious at this point. But everybody on the news says there's zero evidence of election fraud.
Dude, and that's where the fear comes in, man. Every single major news organ saying that there's no evidence of any fraud. All these headlines, Washington Post, New York Times, all saying no evidence of fraud, dude. This is what makes me worry.
Bro, what they gonna fuck around and do is make all these patriots grab them guns. Yeah, all these patriots are loaded to the teeth with guns and ammo.
This is some Civil War shit, though, for real.
I think we're already there. I think we're already there, man. Because you can't even find guns or ammo here in North Carolina. I think we're already there. Because you can't find ammo. Yeah, you can't find ammo any goddamn where down here, man. Nowhere.
Hey, let me know. There's plenty down here in Texas.
Oh shit. You all the way over there, goddamn it.
I got plenty of ammo. Hey, trust me, before Biden gets in office, I'm gonna have a whole lot more. I'm getting a couple assault rifles too before he gets in office.
But Trey, we gotta hold out hope, Trey, we gotta hold.
Well, I mean, listen.
You're breaking
my heart. Let's be honest about this. We are in the propaganda preparation phase, which is the opening phase, and then the next step will be the head counting and the separations, where people in the media. Certain key people in the media were making little cryptic remarks about, we should make a list of Trump supporters. There's this thing with the Lincoln Project.
AOC said that. Yeah.
The Lincoln Project is releasing information on the law firms that are helping Trump with all his lawsuits to, sort out this ballot issue. So we're almost into the separation. We're going to start counting heads in a minute to see who stands where and who I need to take out in the first round. Listen, things are moving, whether we like it or not. Things are moving in a certain direction.
Yeah, brothers.
Yeah, they are. That's why I want to know, like, what's the next move for the conservative brother? Like, is there a movement plan for the next 2 years or the next 4 years? Like, I mean, what happens going forward? That's what I want to know. What happens going forward?
I think every wise man should just be prepping. You should be buying storable food. If you can get your hands on ammunition, great. Getting your firearm skills in line. For real, man. This is how bad this is going to be, dude. They're coming down with mandatory vaccines. There's ain't no telling what these monsters got in store for us, man. For them to pull this off the way they've done, there's no telling what's at stake. For them to get everybody in on this cabal, all of the media in on this cabal, dude. And again, this is what kind of keeps me up at night. What do they have planned, man? What the fuck do they have planned?
So you think the vaccine is going to be mandatory? You're going to have to take it?
Absolutely. Democrats have already said that the vaccine should be mandatory. It was Trump that said it should be voluntary.
Well, did you hear the latest? Did you guys hear the latest news from Ticketmaster? And this is why it almost doesn't matter if the government says by law it's mandatory.
I know where you go. I saw that story.
Ticketmaster is saying that you have to prove basically medical records. You have to show some kind of medical evidence of your COVID status just to be able to walk into a concert hall or whatever venue. Now, you apply that across the board. What if Target comes up with a rule like that? What if Walmart? What if Costco? What if the fucking local school board comes up with a rule like that? You know, there's a fine line between the government making something, you know, fascist, and then all of the corporate industry deciding to go fascist, but it's all fascism.
And then the media, which is supposed to be keeping a check on this shit, is completely complicit and going along with everything.
Well,
in fact, they're the tip of the spear.
Dude, listen, I'm watching V for Vendetta like yesterday or so, and there was one line, and that's the line that made me go back and watch the movie because I heard someone else use it in a clip. But they basically said it was like two people in like a media room, like in a newscaster's office, or in the studio rather. And the guy was like, "Listen, it's not my job to report the news." No, he said it's our job just to report the news. It's not my job to make it up. That's the government's job.
I gotta watch that. Yeah, I gotta watch reviews.
Dude, go back and watch. I'm telling you, it's so creepy.
Are we coming to the days where they're putting a chip under our skin, like under my damn dog? Like my dog has like a chip underneath his skin.
The dog was a test of concept.
Absolutely. Dogs have lived for centuries without all these vaccines and chips and all this shit. And they convince you your dog needs a damn vaccine every other year.
well, think about what is the purpose of putting a chip in a dog and now just, you know, apply the math to people. So whatever they tell you in the future about the banking system and freedom of mobility, it's always about control.
Yeah, and here's the thing: who got played? AOC is now realizing she got played. The whole plan was in the works the whole time to make sure the Republicans get to Congress, to get the Senate. That's the whole deal with not messing with the down ballot voting. But their kind of vote kind of screwed them. There's no way in the world the Democrats are going to win that Senate election because they'll vote against themselves to make sure the Republicans get it. Because as long as the Republicans get it, then all these nut jobs on the far left can't get what they want, because the Senate will block everything. And that's the whole plan, to keep everything status quo, to take it back to how it was before, to rock everybody to sleep.
I'm still holding out hope, brothers. I'm still holding out hope.
Bro, it is the thing, man.
I don't know. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good, brother.
I mean,
that's what they want us to believe, X. They want us to believe that it's over.
X, man, if you turn off all the news except for like Newsmax maybe, and you just follow the evidence that's on the internet.
I don't watch television.
Yeah,
I watch the news from time to time, but I'm not a TV person. So
yeah, like you can't get any of your sources from the mainstream news anymore. It's all corrupted. All of it, 100%
all of it, dude. All of it.
Well, that's kind of why I don't watch it. I like to think about things for myself. I don't watch a lot of TV, man. I mean, shit.
When I seen
fool your damn mind, man. TV, I don't know, man. TV kind of thoughts your goddamn mind frame, and I don't fuck with TV.
I can't. There were so many articles that I read where the writer of the article said if Trump gets 20% of the black male vote, this is going to be a landslide. Not only did he get 20% of the black male vote, he doubled the black female vote. How is this even possible, y'all?
Well, here's the stupidity. Well, here's the dumbness of niggas, man. With niggas, because you know, let me qualify that. This is why they want niggas so dumb. This is why the schools, nobody's made any attempt to do anything to the schools in predominantly black areas. If you got a couple, one or two, you know, LilBigNate, HOODServatives, freaking myself and X's running around, that's nothing. They'll ignore us and be like, you know what, they're anomalies. They're going to be like the Alex Jones of the black community. For the most part, we want rappers out here shooting and killing each other, and we want freaking the LeBron James daggone praising them. And the rest, we want, what else? We want educated maggles up there getting all mad because freaking criminals are dying at the hands of the cops. We keep black folks emotional. We keep them stupid. And when these conservative dudes come out here talking the straight truth, no, they crazy. They just on that white people stuff. They might as well be black white supremacists. That's all it is, man. It's the game, X. It's the game.
Yo, you know what's funny? If Trump actually does pull this off, right, we now get to point to that 20% of black women and be like, hey, couldn't do it without you, babe. Thanks.
10%. 10%.
9%. 9%. Hey, I already coined it. 9%ers on my. Y'all got to peep my video. I did.
9%ers.
Either way, I'm just saying now and I'm being funny, but there's a reason, there's a purpose to that. Because one, you're uplifting one group and you're throwing shots at the other group, and it's gonna just cause more. It's gonna create a magnetism effect where more and more women want to be on the side that's getting praised and uplifted, and not the side that's getting shitted on. Because at the same time, look at get a good look at the opposition. Like the women of the Trump team tend to be a lot cuter and a lot easier to like more likable. Just
They're
generally
actually
speaking.
women. Yeah, they're women.
Yeah. Whereas you guys, listen, hey, X, do me a favor. I want you to pull up an image of a person. She is the councilwoman in the city of Portland. She, Portland is at the front of the whole defund the police movement and shit,
Is
right?
this
She was
chick that called the cops
and
on
she
the
called the cops on the Uber guy. Now, I just want you guys to have her as she is the Miss America of black progressivism.
Oh my
right?
God, she is hideous from the top of her head to the
I
bottom.
mean, this bitch she's a councilwoman in a major city and she still looks homeless.
Yeah, Miss Defund the Police. She led the Defund the Police movement. $18 million cut from the Portland
What's
fund.
What's her name? What's her name?
Her name is Joanne
What's her name,
Hardesty.
Brother David?
Joanne Hardesty, and she's a Portland councilwoman. Like if you just type in Portland City Councilwoman, her face will pop up and your computer's gonna crash.
Yeah, dude. I don't know about that woman part, conservative. I'm sorry, sir. I
Well,
don't know what's
Portland,
going on.
bro. It's Portland.
Them salt and pepper dreads. I don't know what the fuck's going on up under there.
It's Portland. You have to call her a woman because it's the law.
Oh my God, this is so horrible. And she calls the police. Miss Defund the Police calls the police because the Uber driver wouldn't roll up the window on his car.
All right, I'm pulling it up now. Oh yeah.
Like you can pick any one of her pictures, bro. Even the pictures where she's trying to be cute, I still laugh. It's like, oh shit. You shouldn't even try. You should just give up. Like you have my blessing to stop being feminine.
Oh, yeah, she's busted. She's busted. Yeah.
And then look, BLM finally got a black woman elected to office in Missouri, no less, too, on the back of the Mike Brown shit. There was a protester who started out. There's a woman who started out as a protester. She turned into an activist. But then she started running for office. And now, as a newly elected member of Congress, look, I'm on her Twitter page. Bro, she's on her Twitter page doing a fucking. She's doing a thrift store. Your newly elected congresswoman is doing a thrift store fashion show on Twitter. This is what we get for our vote.
And let's not forget our first trans state senator and first black lady. Don't forget that also. Because all this has to be celebrated.
City council, man.
Bro, I tell you, that is progressive Miss America right there.
Ugh.
Those the women that the Democrat Party are going to give you. You're going to be forced on. These women are going to be forced onto you in the future. It's going to be a brave new world, gentlemen.
Hey, so y'all didn't see earlier, man. I did my video. Miss USA is from Mississippi.
Says here she wants Mrs. Hardesty. Says here she wants $18 million cut.
Yep, $18 million. Like I said. Mm-hmm.
The police.
Yes, sir. But she's calling the cops because the Uber driver won't raise his window because of COVID.
Yeah.
Well, they taking this defund the police thing to the next level too. Now we got the newest member, Cori Bush, the one I was just talking about, the BLM candidate. She's beyond defund the police. Like, y'all motherfuckers thinking slow with this defund the police shit. This bitch talking about defund the Pentagon. We don't need so many jets. We don't need so many aircraft carriers. Like, this bitch is like, cut them all down. We don't need so many bullets.
Well, that's always been the sentiment of the left. Destroy the military.
Yeah.
It's an oppressive sport. Imperialism. But yeah, man, this is something else. What we're watching, man. We're watching a coup literally take place before our eyes, man.
No, man, they said Trump's doing a coup on himself. That was hilarious when I read that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's actually funny though. Listen, that's how corrupt the government is. The one good president has to pull a coup on himself just to keep it going.
God, and to have every single media outlet working against
you. She looks like she smokes crack. My computer don't even want to download this damn photo.
I told you shit like crack. Did I tell you? Listen, I got a brand new computer and I had to try that shit 3 times.
Yep, my computer don't even want to download this shit. It's refusing.
Hey, the good thing is that we got conservative brother streams going on all over, YouTube right now.
Wow, she's rough, man.
Hey, but
she is a commissioner.
Yeah. Hey, Nate. I'm not Nate. X. You should pull up Miss USA from Mississippi, bro. The new Miss USA. I did a stream on her today. She's MAGA 2A. Sang the national anthem, the national anthem at the Trump rally in 2018, and she was in on the prison reform summit in 18. And man, you got all these queens congratulating her on Twitter. I guess they ain't read her bio.
Damn, we got to show her to the Doom Patrol, man. Listen, this what y'all working with on y'all side. That's all I want to know. What your bitch is like. I mean, that's how we gotta do it, nigga. Put your bitch up. Let's see what she look like. we got MAGA Miss America. Y'all got Joanne Hardesty.
Wow, she's gorgeous, man. And she's MAGA, really? Wow. Okay. That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Wow.
Yeah, well, the media is part of the machine, man. The media.
Breaking up, X.
The media is part of the machine, man. They're part of it, man. They are. They're part of the machine, man. They always have been, man. They always have been. Because I found it funny election night.
Breaking up, X. Can't hear you, bro.
Go ahead.
Well, we've already got 70 people who have given testimony under threat of perjury that they were witness to widespread voter fraud. 70 people already. I don't believe this is over, man. I think next week we're going to see a lot of very interesting things happen next week. Again, we have the courts in Pennsylvania that are throwing out tons of these ballots. These ballots that came in after the date state legislature is supposed to decide what the final day is. You can accept ballots. Some judge tried to overturn that, And now a lot of those ballots are getting thrown out in Pennsylvania. And, I'm just hoping against hope, man. I'm hoping against hope because, again, what I see coming down the pike, man, I'm be honest with you, it frightens me. It really does. It frightens me, man. I got 2 children, and to think that their movements throughout the society are going to be limited if they don't have their vaccines, if their political opinion isn't what it's supposed to be, all this information, all this censorship. I mean, all the censorship of the Hunter Biden story. And you see that's completely off the news. Hunter Biden is gone. That story is absolutely gone. And just the shit they're getting away with, man. This shit it's kind of terrifying. If you ask me, I never thought I would see a day.
Y'all still can't hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Y'all still can't hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Shit.
X, I can hear you. Hello?
Yo, I'm here, Nate.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Whew.
Ooh, I tell you, man.
Good gracious.
They don't get it, man. They the laughing stock. They the laughing stock, bro, of this country, and they don't get it, man.
Why wouldn't you work day and night to be the exact opposite of this woman? I mean, you would think every black woman should be working day and night to be the exact opposite.
Yo, this bitch looked like if Morning Breath was a person. Like, oh my God. Imagine rolling over in the morning and it's all sunny outside, the birds are chirping, and you hear kids playing in the background, and you roll over and you open your eyes and you got this bitch staring back at you and shit like, hi.
I wouldn't even. How could you even let her in your Uber?
The things you do for money, man. Jesus Christ. Oh man. But like, bro, this is what I think. This is the plan for the Democrats for real. Like, they're gonna make the women uglier and manlier, and they're gonna tell us that no matter what, you must be gay if you don't fuck her. If you don't want to make a baby with her and stick by her forever and stand in it, you must be gay. You ain't a real black man, because that's a real black woman right there.
And also, we're also supposed to find these Transformers attractive, though. If you don't like that, we have Transformers over here that once were men, but now, they're very attractive women. And, what's wrong with going ahead and being with them?
In the future, you will be gay if you don't sleep with trans. That's how it's gonna be. They're gonna push it. They're gonna push it so far that they're gonna call you gay for not sleeping with trannies. Like, I hope I'm dead by the time this world comes along, but part of me wants to live long enough just to see it. I want to be a troll as long as possible.
You can hear me?
I hope trolling keeps me going.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
I can hear you.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Trying to. I think it's like a massive delay, man. It's a massive. Well,
YouTube went down yesterday, I think it was. All of YouTube went down.
Can y'all see her up there?
You got a crazy delay.
Not anymore. She's off the screen now.
Man, if this is what you have to have, you just be by yourself. You just be by yourself.
Look, she looking like the end of the black birth rate right there. Nobody's gonna have any more babies because of her.
Hey, here's the thing, man. The funny thing about Fox News, man. I was just thinking about something looking at this article. Man, if Trump if Trump doesn't pull it out, Man, he is going to destroy Fox News. Like, I think he's going to big up Newsmax and completely crush Fox.
Well, they've already had to hire. They had to hire some, what do they call them? People to come in and fix the problem. PR people. They've hired a PR team. Fox has. Their ratings were in shit. This past weekend, their ratings went into the toilet. Yeah, man.
Y'all saying y'all can hear me. I ain't said nothing in like 5 minutes.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
X, yeah, you way behind the conversation, X.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on his end. But like, I want to talk about what Brother Rob just said in the chat real quick about Michael Flynn. One, you do know Michael Flynn just had his whole case essentially reversed. Legally speaking, it never happened. And the reasoning behind that is, again, FBI corruption and malfeasance. If you actually pull up the story of Michael Flynn real quick, you will see that he is, in fact, free and, not having to fight any more charges. So that whole thing, it was obvious political prosecution, I guess you could say. And you could extend the same thing to Roger Stone and Michael Cohen. They were politically prosecuting everyone around Trump in an attempt to basically either get someone to turn on him with some actual information that no one had, or to just, go along with a setup that no one wanted to go along with. And him calling World War II POWs losers, I think you need to double check that claim. Like pull up the videotape just to be sure, because I don't believe you. And that's kind of the issue that Trump supporters have with the mainstream narrative. Is like, there are things you could criticize Trump for, but the things that tend to be the stories that go around in the left-wing media are things that are largely untrue, or at best, taken out of context or something like that. Like the whole, Trump calling people, Trump calling Mexicans rapists. Like, no, it started from there when his first speech as a candidate, when they were saying that he called Mexicans rapists. Like, no, he was talking about issues that go along at the border. And it's not his fault that almost all the women who cross the border report getting sexually assaulted.
Man, it's all a game.
And now you got, I think James Murdoch is Rupert Murdoch's son. He contributed hundreds of thousands of dollars to the campaign. Man. Yeah. This is the son of Rupert Murdoch, the guy that started Fox News. And
with that liberal, his wife, man, runs everything.
Yeah,
she's snowflake.
Absolutely. Yeah, dude.
Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because shit is fucking up over here, y'all. I don't know what the hell's going on. Shit's fucking up. But this is what I think is going to happen, right? I think Joe's going to get sworn in, right? He's going to get sworn in on the 20th of January. About 15, 16 months are going to go by, right? Then it's going to be welcome President Kamala Harris. That's what we're looking at, y'all.
Well, we're also looking at
scary thought, but brace yourselves, because that's what's going to happen.
Well, Biden is
going to happen, man. Joe ain't going to be in there long.
Well,
he's not going to be in there long, man. This was all part of a plan.
He's going to do a lot of damage while he's there. That's the problem. The plan
in his first 100 days, he's promised to pass all sorts of LGBTQ rights legislation. This is what Biden has vowed to do in his first 100 days. What legislation needs to be passed for sexual choices people make in the privacy of their home?
I told you, bro, they're gonna make it so that if you don't sleep with trannies, you're officially gay. That's the legislation that he's gonna do.
Hey, but you see this picture right I just got, man. The crazy thing is that's what these dudes out here really looking like. I mean, these rappers out here looking like this right now, man. Like that dude, King Von, man. King Von pants were that tight that night. He got murked.
That's what that.
See, when your pants that tight, you can't tuck your pistol.
Yeah.
That's
man,
the
I seen the
problem.
video when Tommy played it. I was like, God damn, why that nigga pants so tight?
And did you see that video? Not only did he get killed, one of his boys tried to steal his chain after he got killed. One of his own boys tried to take the chain off.
It's not like he was using it no more. He can't get no more bitches with that chain. That chain is useless. He can't get no more pussy with that gold chain. All right, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Let that chain. Listen, you know that chain got a lifespan longer than all the niggas that's ever gonna wear it. All right, you know how much pussy that chain is gonna get everybody that wears it before they die. That chain got stories to tell.
And I'm supposed to be brokenhearted over this shit.
I can't be no more. That's what I said. These new rappers be dying before
and when
you
your pants
know
that
their
tight,
names
you
and
can't
shit.
tuck your freaking penis.
Yeah, man. This is we're in some very interesting times, gentlemen. Very, very interesting, man.
Man, it's just it is what it is, though, man. Like when they forcing these magos, and the 80% is still stuck around, like I'm out. I'm like, all right, see y'all. It's
You ready to move the fam and everybody?
Yeah, man. I got plans in the works, man. Let's not forget where my girl's from, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right over there with her people.
Well,
okay, cool.
Well, you could have if you leave it on them, you leave it on the damn funeral home director takes all that jewelry and shit anyway, man.
X has got a wild delay. But look, even the funeral director could get some pussy with that chain. That's all I'm saying. Like, you got to be pragmatic about this shit. Don't hate on how the chain moves through the hood, all right? The chain got a life of its own.
This guy? Who is this guy we're looking at right now? Who is this guy?
Oh shit! This whole conversation is looped up now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, X way behind us. But yo, man, I'm in my stream earlier, man. Like I was going up talking about Miss USA versus Lizzo and the pictures they putting up of Lizzo. Right. And right when I got that call, David, man, dealing with my daughter's stuff, man, of course it's dealing with my ex drag. Man, I came back from that call and I went in, bro. I was like, man, fuck these bitches, man. I'm going in on the strag. I was like, look, all y'all young black cats, hell no. Y'all are basically fucking up and they setting y'all up. If you ain't with nothing that looks like Miss USA, you fucking up.
Yeah, man, she's gorgeous.
Shit. If they ain't conservative.
When was the pageant?
I think it was Monday night or something.
Monday? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, if you ain't with no conservative sister looking like this, you better be with something of another race looking like that. But leave these fat hoes the fuck alone. If they ain't never been married, if they ain't never been married, never had no kids, they ain't got no goddamn reason for looking like Lizzo. I'm sorry, let them bitches fucking die out. Extinction. I'm not. Hey, I told the other day on Bernard Riley, the gloves are off. SYSB and MAGA all day long. If brothers come to me for advice, I'm gonna be able to leave these fat hoes the fuck alone. Dip, learn a language, get your passport, dip the fuck out. It's tied. Like Citizen Lou, man, he in the club with us, man. He was like, same boat. There's a whole lot of brothers right now that are like, fuck the community. Straight up, man. There's millions of us out here. They're on that same sheet of music. Fuck all these criminals that are getting killed. Like, goddamn. We know what the criminal shit's like. Most of us been there. Most of us grew up with them. We got family members. We're tired of it. We're tired of caping for these niggas. We tired of motherfuckers burning and rioting for criminals. It's not us. That's niggas. That ain't black folks. Black folks, black men need to just wake the fuck up and be American. Play the American card. Because I tell these niggas when they travel, you're not black. That black shit goes out the window. You're American. Any other country you go to in this world, you're American, except your own. And these niggas gonna learn the hard way. That's why I say the separation is necessary. Niggas that don't want to come along, fuck them. I ain't reaching, going down there where they at. I'm up here. You want to learn what I'm doing? Come over here to me. That's it.
Yeah, man. I've said several times on platforms, man, the last thing I want is black unity, man. I just want unity of like-minded men. That's it.
Black unity is
dragging this 60-70% of us along, just dragging them, just kicking and screaming, trying to get towards success. Nah, man. It's an exercise in futility, man. Just let them be. Let them, especially these females, man. I mean, again, salute to the sisters that saw the sense in voting for Trump. Because, can you imagine the pressure they were under? I mean, black men largely, are like, fuck it. I'm going to do what's in my best interest, that 20%. But even that additional 5% of black women that voted Trump, man, I can't imagine the pressure they were under not to vote the way they voted. So, I do want to send out a salute to those sisters that did. But.
That's why I say you have to attack it from that kind of angle. And this is why, look, I've been getting into all these fucking debates and shit, and people love to beat you over the head about policy. The policy argument's bullshit. Could give a fuck about the policy, because honestly, the policy argument is relatively simple as far as conservatism is concerned. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here. So what I would approach it with is you attack the actual voting block. And so with the black women, you see how we went from, I guess it was 5% black women voters to now it's 10, so that he had to double it this time around. You want to encourage that. You want to protect that shit like a rare orchid. You know what I mean?
Highlight those sisters. Yeah.
Right. So that way you can create. And what I want to see is a civil war in the sisterhood. We got to get the numbers of black female conservatives up to a critical mass to where they are basically, they feel secure in being aggressive about their position. Because when they're just 5 and 10%, they don't feel secure enough to be aggressive about their position. But, and numbers work that way as far as, human behavior is concerned. And, especially with women, and, they tend to be a little bit herdish. So it's like you want to create a rival herd of women. And it sounds fucked up to talk about it in that language, but that's pretty much what it is. You want to create you want to shatter the hive mind.
Yeah.
So at the very least, you can create two different hives.
Yeah, there's a group of black women who have the potential to be married, have functioning households, be happy, have husbands that come home to them every night, and then there's the rest of black female America.
Right.
Now,
instead of having TV shows and fucking political candidates who talk about being a single mom is a superpower, we need to have media and TV shows, especially shit like we do on YouTube, where we talk about the reality of single motherhood as detrimental to your children, plus just not fun to be around as far as dating and mating is concerned. It's good to fuck, you got girls are great in bed, but after that, there's pretty much nothing left.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do with them. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you, it's, like my man in here, bro Rob, oh man, but Trump gonna lose. Good luck with that. What he said, he got a WTF when I said what I said. And they don't get it. I said what I said. It used to, 4 or 5 months ago in the manosphere, it was like, oh my God, Trey and David are saying this stuff. And then Nate, you came along. Now you see all these dudes are like, oh shit, conservative, way to go. We they realize like, oh shit, which way they were getting played with all this freaking, for the love of Pookie shit. And now you see the manosphere swinging conservative. Man, I hope they didn't wake up too late.
Well, my only thing to Brother Rob, in Pennsylvania, there were 450,000 ballots from states are only marked for Joe Biden. Can you explain that, Brother Rob? Pennsylvania had like 98,000, Georgia 90,000, Arizona 42,000, Michigan I think like 115,000 ballots only marked for Joe Biden. That's it. And many of them showed up after 4 a.m. when pretty much the whole country was asleep. Can you elaborate on that, Brother Rob? How that's possible?
Bro, man.
And how in Wisconsin, after 4 a.m., there is 139,000 straight Biden ballots coming in, not one vote for Trump. Can you explain how that works, Brother Rob?
That's what's funny about the opposition right now at this point. And it's like, you know, in a certain way, I want you to be happy right now because I feel like you guys are facing an upset. Like I was prepared for Trump to lose because it's easy to accept the fact that they will rob you of this, you know, fair election. So I was prepared for Trump to lose. I think it's the left who isn't prepared for Trump to win.
Oh yeah, so, they're gonna go ape shit. If this, God willing, if this gets reversed, dude, they are going to go ape shit. Pure,
you might even see suicides.
Top to bottom. Yeah, you probably will have some people commit suicide behind this dumb shit.
I'm telling you, they just can't handle it. They're too happy right now. They outside the White House whopping it up. There's a goddamn WAP convention outside the White House. Like, you know, I guess when Trump wins, that he's going to take all the WAP away, and so they're just going to be miserable, and that they won't have the will to live anymore. I guess I don't know. But that's how they feel about this shit. It's like you guys are way too emotionally invested in thievery at this point. Like you are invested in the criminality, and which is not. It's actually in line with the whole theme of this year. We've been emotionally invested in criminals and criminality. It's fucked up.
Bro, during the vice presidential debate, Vice President Pence said to Kamala Harris, he said, you know, you're going to usher in this extreme liberalism, this extreme leftist ideology. You're going to be pushing for abortion up to and including the day before the baby's due. He literally said those words. Do you know what Kamala Harris's response to that was? She didn't even address it.
She thought
this woman is literally for abortion up to the day the baby's due.
Bro, listen, every time she gets into a spot like that on national TV, she thought laughs, bro. That's how like when you with a chick and she likes you so much, you know you're gonna fuck her because she laughs at everything you say. That's how Kamala responds to tough questions, bro. She thought laughs like she about to fuck you later.
Oh my God, dude. Abortion up to the day the baby's due. And the scary part of this is they're not going to abort that baby. That baby's going to be born healthy and then get chopped up and its parts sold off. That's all that's going to happen.
Thanks.
Oh my God, dude. This is wild shit, y'all.
You can't even sweat it, man, because, bro, it's done, man. They're done. The lefties are done. I foresee, man, like if you look at the Southeast, like take North Carolina, you go all the way down to Florida, then you come over to Texas, you know, probably into New Mexico, up towards Oklahoma, Kansas. Man, you're looking at another country. Wow. You're looking at a country that will break the fuck off. If they go too crazy, there's nothing that will stop. There's nothing that could stop them. Stop the Southeast from just breaking the fuck off.
Wow. Whew. Man, I just to watch I'll at 6:30 I'm watching ABC News, NBC News, CBS, and all of them are just saying the same exact things. This like they're literally reading from a script. All of them are reading from a script. You know, very, you know, small, you know, no real instances of voter fraud. I mean, oh my God. Chris Wallace on Fox said that shit. There's no real evidence of any kind of widespread voter fraud when that's all there fucking is in these battleground states.
Wasn't he fucking Joe Biden's tag team partner in the presidential debate?
Oh, absolutely he was. Yeah. You know, the Proud Boys are a bunch of racists, you know, and white supremacists, you know, even though they got like a black Latino leader or some shit. So, you know. It's amazing.
The thing is, man, is you got dumb niggas, man, that'll come on the manosphere. And even on these black Facebook places, you got dumb niggas still talking about the Proud Boys or white supremacists because they know, man, that niggas ain't smart enough to open up, do any kind of research besides CNN or what their mama told them.
Are we that weak where all you have to do is say the word racism and we bend over and spread them wide open, dude? I mean, are we that pathetic as black men that all it takes is just the inference of racism, just the not any kind of legitimate overt racism, just a whiff of racism.
You mean
and
like
we're balling up and in tears on the fucking ground?
Like somebody spray painting the bad word on LeBron James's house, allegedly. Like that's enough to create national outcry. Yes, we are that way. You hit it on.
Wow, scary, dog. Very scary, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, if Mr. Trump can pull this off, boy, I might have to go to DC for the inauguration, man. I'm serious. I might have to be in that crowd. I might just have to hop in my fucking car and drive up there and be in that number, man. Shit. We should all go up there, man. I don't know how y'all's schedule is going to be, but if he can pull this shit off, dude, I want to be in that crowd. I want to be in that crowd.
I'm tempted to take off and go up there this weekend for the Million MAGA March.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, they're having something soon. I didn't know it was this weekend, but yeah.
I didn't know it was this weekend. Okay. Wow. Million MAGA. Oh, my God, dude. I swear, the more, when I was talking with my son, leading up to the election. He's 22 years old. He likes Trump. My son's a conservative, hardworking young man, mixed martial artist, handling his fucking business. I don't want no handouts, very particular on what type of woman he deals with. And he was like, well, Dad, there's no way Biden's going to win, and, I feel he was kind of like, it's already, my vote's really not going to make a difference. And then towards the end, about a month and a half out, he's like, well, you know what, Dad, I am going to vote. This is the first time he's ever voted. And we went up there and voted for him, man. And, I hope he pulls it out, man. I hope he fucking pulls it out. I want to watch all of these piece of shit leftists on all these goddamn news programs having to eat their fucking words and explain to their lemmings what the fuck happened. That's what I want to see. That's what I can't wait for, bro. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good. Where the hell is X?
Oh man, I don't know, man. X got that freaking Joe Biden wireless.
Oh, there he is.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you, bro.
Oh, okay, good. I had to do some digital management in the back room and shit.
Digital.
I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know if it's stream cards. I know it ain't my internet because I got a fucking T-line, so it ain't that. It's some other shit going on right now. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of the shit. This shit ain't happening no more. This is a brand new computer. Just bought this thing like 2 months ago, so I mean, it's got to be some shit I'm just overlooking. I don't know. This computer ain't even that old, so I might have fucked something up. Maybe I need to stay off them damn porn sites. Might have got a Trojan horse.
Oh man! Hey, you folks in the chat, man, make sure you go subscribe to HOODSERVATIVE and Tre The-NBD. And yeah, you getting some traction, HOODSERVATIVE, man. Your shit is you got some growth going on there, dog. Salute, man.
Yeah, I've been peeping in on the brothers. I be watching from the clouds. I caught a little bit. I caught like the end of Brother Tre shit earlier today. I was in the car, I was watching. I caught like the end of it, not the whole thing. Because I am subscribed. I watch all the brothers, man. I watch everybody, man. I try to anyway, as much as possible. I try to watch everybody.
Yeah, I had to take like a little time off. I was sick over the last like week or two. So I just recently started, filling up to the game again. And I feel like I lost a little bit of traction. Like you were just saying, I was growing and I was riding a nice little wave. But so I'm trying to stay in there.
Doing live streams and shit. I was like,
Yeah, I'm learning little by little as I go. Cause like I don't always want to just like be up talking by myself. Like it's weird. I feel self-conscious. I be running my mouth. Like you have to get into the habit of like being that kind of DJ personality where you're just like holding it down for a set amount of time by yourself. So that's a whole new thing for me. That's why a lot of the videos I was doing before, like real short 5-minute videos, I do some kind of little graphic, a little digital meme or something like that, a video meme or something. And then, you know, I talk for a few minutes. So the live stream thing, you kind of have to do the live stream thing. I noticed a little bit too, because it works for the algorithm. It helps to actually like boost up your points as far as like the algorithm and getting recognized by like the, you know, the digital overlords or whoever was running this YouTube scheme.
The digital overlords. Well, you know, it's nothing like doing it live, man.
Xavier, do you vote in national election?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right. Just curious. I'm not asking you.
Well, when I went to, I did. Yeah, I vote. Yeah, I vote. I voted. I voted because early voting started here October 19th. And I went down there the afternoon of the 19th. And shit, man, we were in and out of there. Like, you know, my wife and myself, we went down there and shit. We were there maybe like an hour and we were out of there, man. Because it's a madhouse down here on election day, man.
You'll be in line for 4 or 5 hours trying to vote.
You don't want to be down there, man. You don't want to be down there. No. It was interesting though, because I saw a lot of initiatives on there, and I wanted to talk about that too, because I'm a person who believes you should vote. I don't give a shit who you vote for, but you should get your black ass out there and vote. Because if you don't, God damn it, you ain't got a right to complain. And what we got to understand is that there's not just politicians on those ballots, man. Because I know here in North Carolina, there's about 5 or 6 initiatives on there. You know,
sales tax initiatives, all kinds of shit.
Man, sanitation was on there, infrastructure was on there. You know, all that shit was on there. So, you know, it's not just people you're voting for. When you go down to vote, man, you're also voting for initiatives, taxes rising, infrastructure, bridges, roads, sanitation, whether or not they pick your trash up twice a week or once a week. You know, that kind of shit is on the ballot.
You know what was I think it was in Oregon. In the state of Oregon, they just legalized pretty much any drug you could mention.
Yes,
like as far as like small amounts possession wise, so they decriminalize heroin basically. Yeah, that's also on your ballot too. This is another reason why you might want to get out and vote. Yeah, so in case they try to decriminalize heroin in your backyard, you know, pay attention.
Man, bump the weed, this cannabis dispensary in Oregon, man. I'm about to go out there. Me and Dave are going to start moving HOODSERVATIVE bricks.
I'm trying to tell you, I said we should have got in on the ground floor before. God damn it, I didn't know y'all was about to start opening up the dope game over there. Shit, about to be legit dope dealers out this bitch.
Fucking Belly Part 2.
Brother, boy, all of a sudden I'm back where I started.
Yeah, Portland's going to need city workers to be picking up the human feces soon too, just like San Francisco did.
Listen, when you sell enough dope, you can hire people to do all kinds of shit.
Man, you got to get out there, man.
Yo, y'all crazy as hell in Oregon. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people, man. Like, who thought this was a good idea? I like when I first heard that shit, I'm like, really? Like all the hard drugs? You just said, fuck it, we can't win, don't try. Like, don't even do anything anymore. I'm like, wow, how do you run a place like this? I hope Oregon doesn't go like San Francisco does, man.
And we have so many examples of what happens to civilizations when they become decadent, when they abandon their, any kind of moral principles.
Like the black community?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm like ancient Greece, Rome, Egypt.
Yeah, like the black community post 1960.
Yeah, all these civilizations collapse. And yeah, if you want an idea of what your community looks like after you pledge allegiance to the Democrat Party for 60 years, just look at the black community.
Nah, you know what I realized last month? or like a couple of weeks ago, they had the whole blame black men hashtag, and I learned that the reason why Rome fell is because they let the niggas move in. Hashtag blame black men.
That's why Rome fell.
I'm just saying, we are responsible for a lot of shit.
Yeah, Maxine Waters.
We got a lot to pay for.
What's that lady's name in Florida? Pam something. She said, "If you vote for Trump, you hate black women, black men."
No. That is kind of true though. No, that I think we need to. We need to I did this because I don't like you bitches. All right, that's exactly right. I want you to know it. You know what I'm saying? That we need to stand on shit like that, bro. Don't be ashamed because she told the truth.
Well, Maxine Waters,
females, dog. Oh my god.
Maxine Waters said that if you're a black man and you vote for Trump, that you're despicable.
Yes, and we're not invited to the cookout, whatever the fuck that means.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, come on. They're just calling me despicable and they taking away my fucking plate of chicken from the cookout and shit. Like, yo, you know what's so funny? Look, I'm gonna tell you a story. Listen, when I was a kid, the first job I ever had was like a fucking city youth job. You know those jobs you get when you like 14 and you first get your work permit or whatever.
Yeah.
So somehow or another, I wound up at like this fucking at a church, but it was like a youth, like I was a camp counselor for the summer, right? But it was run out of a church. So anyway, one day, this old lady was a part of the church. Everybody else had ate, and I came in there and like grabbed a plate of like hot dog, whatever. Yo, she took the hot dogs off my plate, just snatched them right off my plate. It was like, no, because I didn't make the plate for you. Don't just come in here. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody else eating? Like, how you just? I started to curse the old lady out. I was about to go ahead, and so they came in, like they pulled me. They calmed it down, but that shit just reminded me, like, yo, they really about to do this shit to you. It's like, damn, I've been fighting this old lady my whole life. They've been kicking me out the cookout my whole life, bro. Like I'm supposed to give a fuck now. Come on now.
Well, y'all already know what this is, man. You know, it's the whole Big Mama thing. You know, everybody must listen to Big Mama. What Big Mama says must go, even if you totally disagree with it, which I just find unfreaking believable, because you got all these women walking around here trying to be everybody's fucking mama, except the people who fell out of their old funky hole. Now they don't know how to be their mama now. They don't know how to be their mama, but they want to be every grown black man on earth mama. Now they don't know how to be the mama of those fools who fall out of them now. Absolutely not. But all the grown men that's walking around in America, now they want to be their mama. Now, so what sense does that make?
What about modern day American black women would suggest that we should be following them? What would warrant us as men following them? What accomplishment?
God status.
They have?
God status. That's what. The fuck I mean, what?
Yep. Because they're used to their brother Nate. They are used to it. They are used to over so many years, right? Big Mama has led everything, not Big Papa. Because in most black households, that person doesn't exist. All right, that person is a ghost. So it's always Big Mama leading the tribe, calling the shots. Everything gets filtered through Big Mama. And black society has been like that so fucking long that is our default setting. That's our default setting. We all refer back to Big Mama. What Big Mama say, that's what it is. You heard me tell you about Maxine Waters. She wants to tell black men what to do. She's Big Mama. Mm-hmm. You must listen to her. Don't you understand? She's Big Mama. You gotta do what she says, Brother Nate. You gotta listen to her.
I am the law.
Yeah, she's Big Mama. You gotta do what she say. That's how that shit work, man.
But I need proof that you can lead us somewhere substantial.
No,
I need proof
no,
that you are fit to lead.
no.
Show me what you've done.
No. You see, you're going about it all wrong. I think asking for proof is like it's like we're at the negotiation table again. I don't want you to prove shit. You've already proven enough, haven't you? Like LilBigNate, haven't they already proven enough?
Asking for proof is sacrilege, brother Nate. What's wrong with you? Sacrilege.
Like, but no, seriously, seriously, Big Nate. Objectively speaking, what more proof do you need?
Well, I want the 80% of black men that followed in their footsteps to tell me why they're following her.
They dumbass niggas. What more proof do you need?
Because she had them. Isn't that what they say? Oh, we birthed y'all. We birthed all y'all. So they had us, brother Nate. That's all you need. You don't need any proof of anything.
Look, remember our newest addition, the newest member of the squad, a proud single black mama. Remember, her superpower is single motherhood.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, what more proof do you need, bro?
Shit.
I don't need no more proof. I'm tired of looking for proof. I'm not seeking anymore. I know.
Yeah. She had you. She had us. That's all we need. She had us, and however shitty she treat us and how bad she neglects us and all that kind of stuff, it's just like most of our real biological mothers. Beat us within an inch of our damn life, starve us, freaking whole boyfriends coming into our rooms at night and all so kind of nonsense. With all of that, she is still Mama God. That's how it works now. Y'all know it. Don't try to act that's how it works.
If this Biden decision stands, dude, who knows how much longer we'll be able to even speak like this on YouTube.
Censorship
is coming.
Listen, I told you, BLM, they sent the bill. So who knows what they're gonna ask for with this blank check that they got? They asking Biden for a blank check, it sounds like to me. So I could just imagine what they're gonna do to all the black male Trump voters. They got a special committee somewhere right now trying to figure out exactly how to re-educate us the correct way. The black way.
Put a barcode on you. You have a barcode on your wrist. Say, scan that shit. Right. Oh shit, you voted for the Republicans.
Look, I guess. Look. You know the funny thing, the downside, but the upside of that barcode. I'm only going to be allowed at white cookouts. So I guess I'm going to have to create a whole new social network.
That's it. That's it.
They're going to restrict me from all the black cookouts. I got.
I'm telling you, man.
Look, I got to memorize this potato salad recipe before it's too late.
The one with the raisins in it?
I'm going to tell y'all something, man. And not to jump off the subject, because we all talking about Big Mama. Now, you hear people like Maxine Waters and Joy Reid, because I was listening to her a few days ago, and she was talking about, how you can't eat at the barbecue and all this kind of nonsense if you vote a certain way. Now, they'll sit up and say, oh, you ain't invited to the barbecue. You can't come to the party. You can't get no collard greens on your plate and all this kind of nonsense. They'll say that to you just because you don't claim Democrat. But the motherfucker who raped them and raped the kids and did all this bullshit 20 years ago, he's still invited to the barbecue. He's still invited to the family reunion. He's still invited to the wedding reception. Now, think about that now. Think about that hard. The motherfucker who done molested all the kids 15 years ago, he's still invited to all the get-togethers. But if you fuck around and vote Republican, you're not.
Well, even while he was molesting and raping and murdering and all that, he never stopped worshiping the queen. You see, you have to worship as long as you worship the queen, redemption is possible. Okay, this is like the Bible, bro. As long as you believe, redemption is possible. You know what I'm saying? Where's Game Changer? Shout out to Game Changer, man. I need to get another lesson in the scrolls, bro. Because I feel like that came from the scrolls somewhere. Because as long as a black man stays in worship of the queen, there is redemption for you, brother.
Oh, it doesn't matter that he raped the kids 15
Man,
years
the
ago.
4 horsemen of the
None of that
apocalypse.
Come
None
get
of
your
that matters.
soul clean, brother, at the feet of the queen.
But if you fuck
That's how
around and vote Republican, though, you're finished.
No. The feet of the queen don't tolerate Republicans. No.
That's
no, not at the foot of the queen. You can't worship as a Republican. It is against the queen's scripture. The scrolls won't allow it. Even though Republicanism is where it's funny. Wow, think about that shit. Think about it. When we left the Republican Party, it was almost with the tacit acknowledgement that black women would be allowed to be in charge. Because the switch, that great switch they talk about, how all the racists left the Republicans, how all the racists left the Democrats and went to the Republicans. In reality, black women, more than anything, by numbers too, they switched their voting allegiance, and black men, so I'm not saying we didn't, but black women, they switched their voting allegiance with the knowledge that they would be assisted in their effort to finally become the queen that they always wanted to be.
Oh, that's what it is.
The great switch. Yeah, it was really the black woman switching up because she wanted to finally sit on the throne alone. No more king shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing too with this. Listen, brothers, we got to understand how fucked up this queen dynamic goes. Because look, when you're a man, if you ever become a king, you can make your wife queen. So that means you, and I'm taking this from Patrice O'Neal. This is not me like really spitting something I thought of. Patrice O'Neal is a fucking legend. So I'm spitting some shit that I damn near memorized and tatted on my soul because it's so fucking, it's pertinent. So as the man, as the king, you can take a woman and raise her up to like her highest fucking element, her potential, which is to become a queen. But let's say you are a queen, you're a woman who's a queen. You don't raise a man up to his highest potential. You don't take a queen and then make him the king, because you are now taking a man and putting him over you, which is not something women really care to do. But if you think about it, look in the real world, right? The Queen of England actually has a husband. He is not the king. He is a prince. This nigga is like a 99-year-old prince. Who's like, even Prince died before he made it to 99. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will live your life as nobody wants to live that full adult. Well, yeah, nobody wants to be that old and you never get to be the king. Like, bro, but that's what it is to marry the queen. No, you should always seek to be the king, looking for a queen.
Well, he's not even that, is he? He's like the Duke or something, isn't he? He's like the.
Well, no,
he's not
he
even.
might have been the Duke. No, that's how he even got to marry the queen, because the queen can't just marry anybody. You can't marry any old bloke from Chambers Street. Nah, she's the Queen of England. She has to marry a duke or some shit like that, because a duke was basically like the prince or the royalty of a lesser country. But just the same, even with that same logic, the Duke will never raise up to be the king because he married the queen, unless he got the balls to maybe kill the queen or some shit, which, it has happened through history. Like, that's the only way you get to be king. See how fucked up the queen system really is? This is how fucked up it is for a man to operate under the queen system. The only way you really get to be the king if you marry the queen is if you kill that bitch. But we don't do that in America because we're civilized now, so that's off the table. But that's how it used to be back in the day, real shit, if you think about it. Motherfuckers be having marriages for convenience or whatever, and my she fell off the cliff. You know what I'm saying? I guess I run this castle now. Like, that's what motherfuckers probably used to do a lot back in the day, but, it's best to just start off trying to be the king is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that's a better deal. Yeah, that's a much better deal.
Just all this, it's just a game of semantics. Now. This queen talk, and what queen has how could a queen be the least desirable woman in the country? it's nothing but contradictions when dealing with the ABW. Just contradiction.
Hey, Nate, man,
contradiction on top of contradiction.
You still not getting the setup, bro. That setup been in place for a minute. That was the reason they needed Kamala. Bro, the setup, bro. That's why me and David, we just up here laughing, man. It's comedy. The setup been in the works for a minute. Let's gas their heads up, put a candidate up there, call a black, and you got freaking, the BWs. Yeah, we know they was gonna go along with it. They needed something for them. But my only issue is these black dudes buck dancing in the streets for getting all emotional in the chat room, getting all emotional on panels.
Don Lemon cried on TV. Van Jones cried on TV. This is what represents black.
I thought that was a little much.
As far as CNN is
these are the men we supposed to side with, the crybabies of America. Like this is the model, the image, the new model of black males.
Well, Van Jones cries at every election.
He does. He really does.
Damn.
But this is black manhood, as far as the left is concerned. Dude, tear up over a president.
Yeah, you're right.
Crying over a president.
You're right.
Gotcha.
You're exactly right.
And the same president who got up and gave the crime bill.
I said the same shit.
The hero.
Yeah, and here's the thing that gets me mad.
That was a little much, man.
I think he's slipping out of sync again.
No, I was just saying that. I mean, I was watching it, man, and I saw Van Jones crying up there, man. I was like, no fucking way, this guy's on TV fucking balling again. It's not like this is his first time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
This is him doing it again. Crazy.
Yo,
what's good with it, Raw Black? I see you up there, brother.
Man, I tell you, the comedy though was the other day, man. Who was it? That Black Round Radio dude was in Bernard's, came on the panel, and everybody in unison was like, "Get your emotional ass up out of here." Finally, brothers are catching on that emotional Negro needs to go. Black men.
Every other word out of your mouth is racism. This, racism, that. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Please.
Yeah. Look, like X, the title of the stream tonight, like, what's next for the conservative thing? I think we need to pose that same question for the supporters of Biden. Let's assume that your boy Biden wins, all right? Let's assume Joey B and Hunter D, they pull off the fucking the Italian job. You know what I'm saying? They pull off the robbery from Heat. This is a daylight bank robbery with gunfire and everything. Let's say they get away with it all, right? What's next? What do you think is going to happen next? What are you going to get out of it? What do you think Joe's going to do for you, black man, especially with, the BLM lady and all that? They demanding their cut first. How do you think you're going to fare out in this whole, new Joe Biden administration? What's good for us black men? Just tell me what's next for the progressive black man? What do you have on the agenda? Please, I would like to know.
Hey, I'll tell you, just wait and watch when if Joe Biden gets in and the next nigga gets shot by the cops, watch nothing happen. Nothing is gonna happen. All you're gonna hear is crickets. There ain't gonna be no rioting, nothing.
Speaking of the next nigga getting shot, like, what is Joe Biden gonna do? Fuck black on black crime. What about rap on rap crime? What is Joe Biden gonna do about all these dead rappers? All right, every time I get in my car, I gotta drive over a dead rapper now. Jesus Christ, like, fuck. You niggas like, help Joe, do something about this shit.
Yo, they over on Fantastic Channel talking about that shit right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Joe, help a nigga out. Can you do something about the rap on rap crime rate, please? The hip hop community is suffering.
The FBI is going to have their own statistics for rap on rap violence.
For real. Like, listen, who is more oppressed right now? Who's more oppressed than a dead rapper? You know what I'm saying? That is the height of oppression right there. God damn, these rappers is dying like flies out here.
Hit the dirt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? These rappers are so oppressed, they just dying left and right out this bitch. God damn.
And who's going to take care of all their baby mamas and all their babies? And, these are questions that need to be answered,
You know what? Actually, right. Just think about it. And damn, you know what? Fuck. This is why they shouldn't hire a motherfucker like me, because I have dangerous ideas. They need to start a fund for the dead rappers' baby mamas. Bro. No, a Democrat initiative just to keep these bitches voting Democrat for the next 100 years. A dead rappers' baby mama fund.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that.
I can see that.
Yes, this is how you do it. Look. Every time a black woman votes, it's also a vote for little Shaquante, little Mike White. You know what I'm saying? Who he the third? Like, we got to keep these niggas going.
That's true. Man, who's going to keep them in leather Averix jackets at 2 years old? I mean, these are important things, Jordans, Yeah, and every little black boy needs his, diamond stud earring.
The new progressive Democrat Party. Look. Optional sex change therapy in middle school. Like, listen, this is going to be coming in the future too. Like, they're going to have all kinds of shit in the future. The new progressive-crats, the new progressive-crat. That's exactly what the party's going to be in the future. Progressive-crats.
Wow. 5 children don't have a father now. Oh, excuse me, 6.
Get it right. What's up with that pose, man? Is that the rapper hold your baby pose?
Hold on.
Look at little man. Look at little man. Mo 3's little boy with the little throwing up gang signs or something. What is that?
Bro. See, listen. Those are some cute kids, but y'all niggas these niggas was being unproductive, bro. How many babies who he had before he died?
9. Crazy 9,
bro. All right, that's productivity. I'm saying
that's
the nigga Pareto principle in full effect right there. All right, that is not. These niggas is out here wasting money in the club. They could have had another 3 or 4 kids, bro.
Look at King Von's son. Look at King Von's son. Look at his fingers.
Gang, nigga. Gang.
Wow.
Look at that. Gang. Look. Wow. Daddy, I'm gang, right? He like, yeah, little nigga, you gang.
A 5-year-old boy throwing up the bird in a picture. Wow.
Look at the one next to him. They're gonna be best friends in the future. They don't even know each other yet.
This shit here is sad, man.
Look at the 2 of them. Look. If you take your hands and crop out the adults on the left and the right and just focus on the 2 kids in the center, these are like jail pictures in the future.
Wow.
Just look at the 2 kids. Like, they don't even know they're in a cell together right now. In this one shot, they don't even know. This right here is like their future coming together.
This is, yeah, man. I've never been one to say let the
shit they've been
pop burn.
Taught, man. They've been taught.
I tell you, man. I'm getting awfully close to saying that shit for real.
Listen. This is why I don't care why people get mad no more. Because if you don't mock this shit, if you don't make fun of this shit, yes, D-Rock, then it's cold. Because if you don't make fun of this shit, niggas gonna think this shit is cool forever. And the only way this shit stop being cool is if everybody else start laughing at it again. Because once upon a time, most of the good people in the black community would look at this and call it out for foolishness that it was. You don't want to raise your kids to be doing shit like that. Even if I grow up doing shit like that, I'm going to teach my kids some fucking manners because you don't have to be a knucklehead like me. It was bad enough your daddy's a fucking knucklehead. You're going to be better than me. Isn't that how it used to be?
Absolutely.
You want your son to be better than you? You think most of the fucking gang, like the fucking, in the mob or some shit like that, you think the Italians wanted their fucking kids to grow up being goombas like them? No. I want my kid to move the fuck away from here. Most of my kids need to get out this shit. It's a failure on my part when my kid follows in my criminal footsteps, bro. That's the reality of it, all right? I can live with the fact that you guys are who you are. You did what you did. But be honest. You want your kids to be as gangster as you, really? How you think that's going to work out? You were lucky to not get killed. You were lucky to make it to this point in life where you could be some kind of fake role model to little gangsters behind you. But the reality of it is, bro, do you want your kids to actually face getting killed every day of their life, or you want them to have just a little bit better? So fuck this shit. We're going to laugh at this shit until you motherfuckers act like it's actually wrong. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, live your life. Be as gangster as you want, but be honest about this shit.
Yeah, I think Pop Corleone wanted Michael to be a senator, right? He didn't want him following in his footsteps. But yeah, man, this is and we don't even know how many moms. There's 6 children by, you know, who knows how many mothers. But you know, like Future, you know, he tends to be able to corral all of his children together with all 7, 8, 9 baby mamas. Jesus, this is what Black female leadership produces. What you see right there.
Yo, and like, man, Game Changer did this show yesterday about the dope game in '95.
Yeah,
you know, I'm like, bro, let's take it back to the late '80s and early '90s. You know what I'm saying? And like, yo, David put me on the facts that these are the crack babies that we dealing with right now.
Listen, these second generation crack babies. It's like the grandchildren of crack babies.
Grandchildren of crack babies. Yeah, man, this is all we can do is raise our children properly. You know, all these calls to
man,
you know, come to the community and give your time and build them up and
that.
Dude, I would be embarrassed to have.
Hold on. Here goes Super Mike.
The little tyke standing next to me, man, giving the middle finger and doing the signs and shit.
Hey, like Super Mike in the chat talking about blame Reagan. You know what I was talking about today was that most of these freaking daggone crack dealers and OGs back in the day where I'm from were down with Reagan. All these niggas, all they propped up was Reagan. Reagan was their hero.
They were getting paper under Reagan.
Hell yeah.
Xavier, you way out of sync again if you can hear me, bro, because I know you seconds behind.
Man, these dope dealers loved Reagan back in the day, man.
Shit, Reagan was getting you paid. Listen, if you was in the streets, Reagan was the reason for your success in a certain kind of way. So it's like it would be ironic for like the actual Rick Ross to be mad at Reagan when Reagan was essentially the boss of your business.
Yeah, my man X. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on.
Nah, they playing with his wireless. I mean, his signal tonight.
Yeah, did y'all see Little? I don't know if you're familiar with Little Durk. Little Durk got the message that Vaughn died while he was on live. Did you see his reaction?
I'm about to.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, go check that out, man. It's very interesting.
I'm about to wrap this up, man. Plus, this shit is fucking up.
No problem, bro.
Hey, it's crazy. Super Mike to ask T.P.O.T. I guess Super Mike, you don't realize how old I am, bro. Yo, y'all still there?
I'm here.
And I said that like two. I said that like two.
Yeah, your stuff's wilding out, Xavier.
I said that shit like 2 minutes ago, and Brother Nate answered that shit. It was like 2 minutes ago.
Hey, there goes the monolith right there. Black people hated Reagan.
Man. So, whoever want to go can go, man. I apologize for the fuck ups. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's StreamYard or my damn computer, but go ahead. Everybody, go ahead.
I'll go first. Hey, man, appreciate you having me up, Xavier.
Throw your parting shots, man.
Sure.
Whoever want to go can go, I guess.
Sure. You know, it's not over. You know, I'm going to stand with the administration. We'll see how this plays out. Again, the only thing I'll say to you is if they can do this, there's nothing that they can't do. And in all honesty, your vote for president will never mean anything again. It just won't. If they can pull this off, if they can get away with this, no presidential election, it just, in my personal opinion, it doesn't make a difference if you vote or not. They're gonna do whatever they want to do, any kind of chicanery, bullshit, scheming. They'll do whatever they want to do to get who they want in there, and our votes don't mean anything. So, you know, as always, gentlemen, it was a pleasure, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, LilBigNate. You know, whether or not Biden wins or not is almost irrelevant. Because what I would say is this too, man. As far as like, well, I'm gonna just talk about YouTube and media wise. I plan on becoming public enemy #1 as far as Black progressives and Black liberals are concerned, because I think that's probably the best thing you can do going forward as a Black conservative. It's just be vocal about this shit. And not only should you be vocal, but, you know, laugh about the fucking all the crazy shit that the left's about to do. You know, all this dumb stuff that Joe Biden wants to propose. We got to make them the laughing stock of everything. You know, this shit actually has to turn on a cultural level. And I think the best way they turn it on the cultural level is to just stop taking them serious. And once you get enough people to stop taking them serious, it's over for the Democrat Party, and we can actually then have serious conversations about what's best for us. So, you know, we just got to be loud about what we see and what we dislike about the new progressive-crats, and, you know, just make fun of them because they're gonna hate it. And the more you make fun of them, the more they're gonna hate us, and the more they hate us, the crazier they're gonna get, and the easier it's gonna be for everybody to see it. And that's how I plan on running it from here on out. So. That's how I see it. They're going to get crazier, so we should just keep poking them, and that's the path forward.
All right.
Yo, yeah, but you know, basically about the same as David. You know, I experienced a little bit of the purge on my channel, but it's just coming back at this point. It's just SYSP and MAGA. You know, I'm not going to stop with the conservative stuff. Only thing now is I'm going back to my original SYSPM content. And I ain't freaking taking no prisoners. As far as like, look, what brothers need to do to get the heck up and get away. Like, if they're part of the 91%, they gets no love over on my channel. Any soy boys, I don't care what race you are. Look, you can hang out and watch, but you speak up, you get no love, you're getting blocked. It's for patriots over on my side. SYSPM brothers, patriot. Those 20% of Black men that decided to be free thinking. You know what I'm saying? You're all welcome over on my side. It's what it is. We got to call it out. We can't be sitting up here supporting criminals no more. We can't sit up here and support the dysfunction anymore. We can't cape for it. We can't march for dead criminals. You know what? It is what it is. All Black people ain't the same. And anybody that wants to call that, you know, like, look, suck a dick. We ain't you. If y'all want to ride up under the B-Dub coattail, do you. But you know what? We ain't part of y'all. It is what it is. But yeah, that's all I got, X, man. You know, man, I keep it a buck.
All right. I appreciate all y'all brothers coming through, man. Brother Tre, my man, Big Nate, the Hoodservative. Always a pleasure, man, to have you brothers up here, man. And you know, y'all always welcome up here, man. Regardless of whatever else, you always welcome up here. But I'm about to close this out, folks. I mean, my stuff is acting really crazy. My earphones are going in and out. My microphone going in and out. I don't know what the hell is going on, y'all, but I got to get to the bottom of it. I really don't like to run my show like this. Y'all know how it is, man. I don't like to do my shit like this when shit be fucking up. You know, that's not how I do my thing. I would rock out a little longer, but, you know, I'm just tired of this shit messing up and going in and out. So I want to thank everybody, man, for coming through tonight, man. All the good people in the chat and all the good people watching tonight. Special shout out to Brother Tre, Brother David, and my man, Brother Big Nate, for coming through tonight, man, and giving us a little bit of that conservative perspective, you know. And the brothers say, you know, life after Trump, they're just going to keep on doing what they're doing, man. And Brother Big Nate said he still stand with Trump. He don't think it's over. So we're gonna see. I have to get my man back up here, man. I guess sometime between now and inauguration day, or maybe on inauguration day, to get his thoughts, you know. But that's another story. Y'all know we didn't do a debate last night, you know, because I decided to take a night off, but we might do one Saturday. Okay, it's a possibility, and I promise y'all the shit will be working and everything will be doing what it's supposed to do. But once again, man, I appreciate y'all coming out tonight, man. Good shit tonight, man, as always. And we're gonna go ahead and close on out. So I will leave you with 3 words, you know, like I always do. Open your minds. We are out of here, y'all. Peace, folks.
The Prophet of Thought. Open your only from the Prophet of Thought. Only from the Prophet of Thought series media.
You know, you know, you know, you know, you know.
Open your mind. 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 Open your mind.